everybody, Catfish Jones here on Wednesday, February 14th, 2018 with another CFJ vlog. I wanted to share a song with you today from way back, and the best way to share this song is to tell the story that leads up to it. Not too much of a story. It doesn't relate to anything specific. It's more about the writing process for it, because this one was a very interesting song. I work with a songwriting partner, Mississippi Fuzz, who writes a lot differently than I do. I'm very methodical. I, pen and paper, work it all out. It's going to say this, what words fit there, what's it going to say, work it backwards if you need to, all this other stuff to get. And Mississippi Fuzz is somebody that just kind of comes up with it off the top of his head, lets it all roll out, and you better be writing it down. Might not remember it, but can let it all come out. So, circa 2000, 2001, something like that, Row 6 had kind of dissolved, and we were all dealing with that kind of stuff. And one way that I was dealing with it was carrying around an old tape recorder. Nothing fancy, just the old flat, square tape deck with a big speaker and just, for recording office notes or whatever. And it took the big full-size cassettes, which were great, because then you could, record whatever jams you wanted to record and then pop it in your car and cruise around, listen to yourself jamming, which we did a lot of. And I took that thing everywhere, and in this caught some very awesome Mississippi Fuzz songs where we're just jamming in a room, knowing the tape is live and not really worried about remembering anything and just trying to play a whole song out of nowhere. And one day specifically, we were with our friend at his house and happened to capture 3 or 4 of these that were pretty much done when you click stop on the tape recorder, written in one take kind of songs. A couple of those we still play as normal reaction, including this one, which, I don't know, it's a very interesting song to me because it harkens back to a lot of specific feelings, because, I took those cassettes, and that was the majority of what I listened to on my travels when I journeyed to New Orleans, when I journeyed to Nebraska, when I journeyed here and abouts, anywhere I was walkabout for a few years. And then, you settle, you get a little place, and you're fine, and then it's like, nope, time to move on. Oh, wait, nope, this one isn't right either. Nope, let's get settled somewhere real before we get real roots set down. So, that's the story leading up to this song. Written by Mississippi Fuzz, but, our friend, him and I, and all kind of came out of the magic of that session. You got to be around people you can trust to say, because sometimes when you're just writing off the top of your head, it comes out bad. Not everyone's a success. But the successes can be very magical. And this is one of those. We did tinker with it a little bit after the fact here and there, and what's it's. But for the most part, this is a song. It's called Missed a Girl. We played it just this past weekend and had a lot of fun doing it. So let me play it for you. It goes like this. I just wrote that intro, so I tagged it on there. Missed a girl, but I held on to her name with a paper pen, like I wanted to do. From the moment I walked into this place, say, or the words I should use. Now I No, this is where the solo goes. I get it. Like I say, we just played it last week, huh? Now every night I fall down on my knees. I can't believe you tell me how to be, or say those things to me. I can't believe that you'd refuse to see. Over, under, Mr. Girl, but I held on to her name with the paper and pen, like I wanted to do. So, missed a girl right there on the CFJ vlog. Missed a little bit of the solo as well. Usually what happens is, you know, Fuzz and Delta, they keep going on the song. Boop ba doop ba doop boo doo boom doo doo boom boo doo boo. And I'm all like something like that. And playing it solo, I guess I should have been playing the rhythm for the whole part. Got a little lost, missed a bit. But that's part of the adventure. That's part of the uniqueness of the version that I played on February 14th, 2018. And maybe tomorrow I'll play a different version, but it's not going to ever replace the version that I did today on the CFJ vlog. I'm glad you could be here. I'm glad everybody's taken the time out of their day to join me on these not quite adventures. They're adventures into my past and my personality, but usually located right square on the CFJ vlog set, either here in the parlor with our friend the player, out on the porch, which is what I would rather be doing if the weather were nicer, or down in the Mad Science Lab, and elsewhere, and hereabouts, anywhere that may be fun. I guess I'm going to leave it right there, wrap the whole thing up, tie the bow, tape it down, make sure it's not sticking up anywhere, and until we see each other again, I hope you guys are well. Maybe next time I'll think of an ending, but until then, cheers.